I just think it's a perfect marriage. They are bringing a talent from their country, and they've brought it to Kentucky, which is the home of bourbon, obviously, and we should be a cigar capital, and I think we will be.
Okay. All right, so Tampa, you heard that? You better watch out. Louisville is coming for you. Welcome, everyone. Once again, you are back with Mr. Oak, and this is the Oak and Me podcast. And today we are in Louisville, Kentucky. Did I say that right?
Oh.
Yeah. And I am here at Havana Jack, and this is the owner, Jack. So, Jack, why don't you tell the camera a little bit about yourself?
So Louisville, after Miami, surprisingly enough, has the highest population of Cubans in the United States.
Really?
Yes, sir. And I don't know why that is, but I could not be happier that they're here.
Okay.
I worked for 10 years as a produce importer. Well, I started on the warehouse for dipping caramel apples.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
And pretty much all of the staff was Cuban. So I needed to learn Spanish, or I needed to not talk to anybody for 12 hours a day.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
So I studied German in school. I
gotcha.
didn't know any Spanish. They taught me Spanish in the Cuban dialect, and I became very close with the Cuban community. And throughout my tenure at the company, I went up to food safety, and then finally to the buyer of tropical commodities, mostly from South and Central America. Limes and papayas, key limes, and things of that nature that come from Brazil up to northern Mexico, depending on the season.
Okay.
So after some time, I got a wild hair, so they say.
Yes.
Limes are not my passion. Cigars are my passion.
Okay.
So what can we do with that?
Got you.
And I thought, well, there's nothing that we can do about that. It's a Caribbean thing. Here we have bourbon and horse racing.
Yeah.
But cigars, we smoked plenty of them in Kentucky.
Okay.
We drove them back out. But how are we supposed to produce cigars? So I spoke with a few people about that and was led to Ted Cigars, which, are you familiar with Ted Cigars?
Cigars.
So Ted has been around for about 20 years. He developed, they're more flavored cigars. He's produced a bourbon cigar, a common cigar, and they come really attractive tubes, packaging, and it's a national company. It's international, actually. They sell it in Japan and Russia as well. So I went to speak with Ted. I didn't want to work as an employee. What I really wanted to do was create a Candela cigar.
Okay.
Not even unless he's having right now. But I thought I still like Candela.
I was going to like Candela.
Sure. I love the freshness, the unique flavor of a Candela.
Okay.
I think they're very attractive. You know, they're green, they're bright, they look festive.
Okay.
But really, the flavor, the novelty of them. I have a hard time finding them. And whenever when I go to a store and I see them, I buy them.
Got it.
But I rarely see them.
Yeah. I know that the Filthy Hooligan was one that comes out around March time frame, and they do a Candela barber cold.
Yes, sir.
That's usually the one that I.
It's St. Patrick's Day special.
Yeah.
And they're dressed. They
are.
They have a great reputation. And I appreciate that they produce a Candela because it's something that it's like it's been passed by time.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a place for it.
It is. I know that I'm a big fan of Colombo. So the show in the 70s, and that's what Colombo's.
Sure. You dress a little bit nicer than
But yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yes.
So yeah, that's fascinating. I've never heard anyone yearning for a Candela. So I think you're bringing something back.
Yes, sir.
So you sell that on the show.
So I approached this producer and said, what if we were to collaborate, produce a Candela? I could market it for you, and it would be through Ted Cigars. And they were very nice. he has a great thing going, and he produces a fine product, and he wasn't interested in the partnership at the time.
Okay.
But I was not deterred because he said, "This sounds like a great idea. Why don't you do it yourself?" Okay, and I said, "Well, then that would work out even better than a partnership if I did it myself."
Yeah.
So I sat on it for a little bit, just trying to figure out how to make a distribution warehouse based on one novelty cigar.
Okay.
And I couldn't make the math work.
Okay.
So I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras on my bachelor trip.
Oh, nice.
And one of the few things that I remember from my time down there in the French Quarter was going to the New Orleans cigar factories, which was beautiful. You walk in and there is a line of tables and Dominican cigar rollers. And I was speaking Spanish with them, and they had a great line of cigars.
Yeah.
The groomsmen and I were in there for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And we all spent $100 a piece.
Okay.
And I said, now this is economically viable. This is how you
Got it.
sell a novelty cigar.
Okay. By just producing it yourself.
And making it an interactive experience.
Yeah.
You know, a tourist kind of stopover thing.
No, absolutely.
So as soon as I got back to Louisville, I went down the warehouse floor and spoke with my Cuban co-workers. And I said, you must have a brother-in-law or a friend of a friend or an uncle, somebody living in Louisville with our Cuban population.
Yeah.
That rolled cigars back to Havana. It's their number one national export. And sure enough, there's plenty of master rollers around that came here to escape communism.
Really?
And there was nowhere for them to engage in their talent.
Okay, gotcha. So,
Yes,
so I love that story. So pretty much, so from what I'm hearing too, is all you do is produce hand-rolled cigars from here?
So we only produce the Candela here.
Okay.
Ted, they were extremely kind in introducing me to their suppliers.
Okay.
And down the road, hopefully their distributors as well.
Okay.
So for 3 of our 4 cigars, you're smoking the Havana right now, the Jack of Clubs, the Jack of Diamonds, Connecticut. These are produced by somebody that Ted introduced me to in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
We source the leaves from all over.
Okay.
The Habano is all Dominican. This has an Ecuadorian wrapper.
So this is the puro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Okay. And this is the Jack of Club.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. This is a great cigar. It's very smooth. I like a punch my cigar, but it's nice too. It's not really white as I usually usually attract to me, but this one right here is very very smooth, especially conversation that we have now nice and mellow. Right now I'm actually sipping on some Buzzard Roots cigar rye, which is very good, very smooth. So it pairs nicely with this. So I'm glad I picked this one to drink. What are you sipping?
Fabulous. I've selected a Weihenstephaner Hefeweißbier to go with the, it's a light, almost like a Blue Moon wheat beer that pairs very nicely. But
Gotcha.
Like Connecticut.
So you have a full bar?
Yes, sir.
It's awesome. Okay. And of course, I'm assuming you have some. Well, you have this whiskey. Yeah, you have a bit of my whiskey here and that kind of stuff. I guess you have no issues since we're in Louisville to get what you need for it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And in fact, we're located, the strip right out here, Main Street, is called Whiskey Row, which is a historic part of Louisville where there's a lot of distilleries. Angel's Envy is produced right down the road. We have Old Forester next door. We have great neighbors.
It's funny you say that because, again, I was coming from Angel's Envy yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm walking down here and I said, wait a minute, there's a cigar shop in Louisville, but on Whiskey Row. I said, that's perfect. As much whiskey we have here to have a cigar shop too, because again, too, you want, when you're smoking a cigar, you want some good whiskey. You have some good
Absolutely.
whiskey, you want a cigar. So this is a perfect location where I'm very envious on it, where it's located.
I got lucky.
So when exactly did you open?
We opened 3 weeks ago to the day. We're still in our soft open phase. We opened on January 16th, 2026. For the past 2 years or so, we have been taking a rolling table to weddings.
Okay.
We went a couple times to Churchill Downs, where they do the Derby. We didn't go on Derby Day, but we went during some races.
Got it.
And rolled cigars, but birthday parties, And the reaction when people see the in-person rolling has been so hypnotizing.
Yeah.
But I figure we can do it 7 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Gotcha. Do you roll yourself too?
I do not. No, sir.
Got
It takes surgical hands and years of experience.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I've rolled a little bit myself, but of course too. So I'm assuming you are actually, for these events, you already have them pressed, ready to go, and you're just rolling on the leaf, I'm assuming, at these events.
I'll take a table and one of the Cuban torcedores, or up to three of them for one particular event, and we'll do it. We do it from the leaf to the light.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you have the
and we'll take the mold and the press.
Yeah. So the filler and the binder is already done. So you're literally just putting the leaf on.
Or we'll bind them at the event, depending on how much time we have. Yes, sir. So if it's a 4-hour event, we can produce 30 cigars. Starting right out, binding, press, let them have a sip of water, and then we'll put the wraps on. Now, if it's a 2-hour event, something like that, then we'll bring them.
That's a great story. But I know what you mentioned that. So was it a conversation with that other? You said Ted's. Was that the one that motivated you to just get your own shop?
Absolutely, 100%. I wouldn't be here without them. And there's been many more since then. And that's the first company that I spoke with, because that's the business model, what he has, that I was originally pursuing.
Got it.
Import cigars, package them attractively, and get them to the right market for nationwide distribution. But things are not that easy. And I understand that now. I didn't understand it back then. Sigmund Freud said a cigar, it's just a cigar. But I always enjoyed smoking them. But now that I've entered the world, I say that there's all different guitars and different ways to make sense.
Okay. So you have, if I'm not mistaken, you have 4, which I guess is your thing is, cards. So you have it's fitting because your name is Jack. It's called Havana Jacks. And pretty much again, so you have the Jack of Spades, the Jack of Clubs, the Jack of Diamonds, the Jack of Hearts.
That is correct.
Okay. And you said the Jack of Spades is your Maduro.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Exactly.
And the one I'm smoking here is a Puro. Okay. So then what about that? So what's special about the Diamond?
The Diamond is our Connecticut. It has an Ecuadorian leaf, Dominican binder and filler. It's our best seller.
Okay.
And it's very classic Connecticut, very accessible. And when I think of Connecticut being a Louisville boy, it smells like the Derby or in the Kentucky Oaks. Because everybody there is smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
And maybe 10% of them are regular cigar smokers. So they opt for a Connecticut, kind of an aristocratic, upscale flavor that won't make anybody sick if they don't regularly smoke cigars.
It makes total sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then so the last one, the Jack of Hearts. What's special about that?
So that is our Candela. And
okay.
Yes, sir. And it's the heart because that's
your love.
Started. It's my love. It has an Ecuadorian Candela wrapper with Indonesian Sumatra binder, just like the Maduro that you enjoyed yesterday.
Yes.
That the Candela, it fell out of popularity because it's almost too light. Low nicotine. Aficionados, it fell out of favor. So what I've tried to do with our recipe is beef it up to where everybody will enjoy it. They still get the unique Candela flavor, but it's suited for experienced cigar smokers. We're all sizzle alike.
Yeah.
So with the Indonesian Sumatra binder, we could add a fruity spiciness.
Yeah.
And then in the filler is a combination of things, but the key in there is the Nicotiana rustica, wild tobacco. That has a high nicotine content. It flumes really nicely, and it adds a little bit of bite.
Oh, nice. I'm excited about that one.
Yes.
So I'll definitely leave here with a lot of them. So I've tried 2 of them so far. So I'll definitely leave here with a couple of the hearts, a couple of the diamonds. So I know you said you had a soft opening. So when's your official opening?
On Valentine's Day, we will have our grand opening. We'll be featuring live music and Cuban hors d'oeuvres from one of the chefs here in the city. Has a little catering business.
That's awesome.
We used for our, I married a Cuban, Havana Sandra.
Okay.
So she puts the Havana in Havana Jack.
That's perfect. So she is from Havana, Cuba.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
That's a perfect marriage of the name of a store. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
Just cigars in general. Fascinating story. So how did you come up with the boxes? Describe the box and how that style come to play.
So the boxes, I was accustomed from my time in the produce business in searching for packaging, the far ends of the earth, because it can add up on you quickly. I found a custom cedar box maker, and it was $50 a box. I can't pass that on to customers. No. And so we really had to seek them out and keep costs low. Okay, so Adam, you just met from the Oxmoor Smoke Shop.
Yeah.
They've been a great help from the start. And I was speaking with one of the consultants, Mr. Tiff Grady, the Oxmoor Smoke Shop. And I was talking about the woes of finding a good cigar box.
Okay.
And he said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't you just find a wooden box, the right size, and brand it with your logo, with your variety, or whatever you need to brand it with, and it just torched on there. And I thought, well, that is perfect, because that's what we do with bourbon. We toast the inside out, the oak barrel.
Yeah.
And so in doing that on Whiskey Row with our cigar boxes, we're kind of paying homage to our neighbors.
Yeah.
To the industry that really built.
That is really oak. So now is that oak?
It is. It's pine. They are pine boxes.
Okay.
Cedar, of course, is traditional.
Yeah.
But the pine that has a very neutral scent. The variety of pine and doesn't have a high sap content.
Yeah.
So they hold the cigars well. They can hold humidity, especially this time of the year when it's so dry.
Got it.
We can take them out of the humidor and they'll be good for at least a week.
So you have 4 different cigars that you sell. Okay, what else do you sell here?
We also have hats, which are perfect for the track.
All right. That is the beautiful hat.
It has the 4-of-a-kind jacks.
Okay.
We put a thoroughbred horse on there.
Oh, perfect.
And it's a Panama style hat.
Gotcha.
So when you come and join us on the patio, you can purchase out here for $39.99.
Okay.
And it'll last longer than you will.
Well, I'll be leaving one of those hats, a lot of those cigars as well too. So that is great. So other stuff, again, because you do sell whiskey and things like that, are you looking into expanding that, maybe like lighters, cutters, and that kind of stuff, or is that just
Absolutely.
Limited? Okay, got it.
Yes, lighters and cutters, I think will be very important for tourists and for regulars.
Yes.
I've looked at some very attractive options, found a few different suppliers, and I think it's important also for our retail customers. We have 7 retail customers, and I think each, they like occasionally getting swag, as they call it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Little gifts and things
That's
like
great.
that.
I know I go to a new shop, I always want to try something that's, memory or just have it or display it, that kind of stuff there too, which is nice. Okay. All right. So, to wrap this up, okay, so what do you want the viewers to know about Havana Jacks?
I would like the viewers to know that we are the first of its kind, but it's a tradition that is steeped in Kentucky history, and I love our I try not to host our new Kentucky the Cubans.
Yeah.
I just think it's a perfect marriage. They are bringing the talent from their country, and they brought it to Kentucky, which is the home of bourbon, obviously, and we should be a cigar capital, and I think we will be.
Okay. All right. So Tampa, you heard that? You better watch out. Louisville is coming for you. that's all we have right here. We're going to continue to chat offline. But again, like I said, too, today I'm sipping on cigar rye and Buzzard's Roost. He's sipping on some cervezas. I got the Jack of Clubs, and you got the
Jack of Diamonds.
Jack of Diamonds.
Connecticut.
All right, so the world famous one. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. If you're in Louisville, especially on Whiskey Row, you have to come here. This is a must stop. Get your whiskey, but get your cigars too. And remember, what are you sipping on? Take care.